All right, guys, welcome back to Bishop's Bounty Outdoors. Today we're going to be doing a camping trip, and I have Ava here with me. We're going to go ahead and set up overnight, set up the same tent that we had in the previous video, and we'll even try to do a little bit of squirrel hunting. So enjoy, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Someone different completely.
What?
Someone different is completely.
What do you... Oh, you want me to zipper? I can't even understand what you're saying. I thought you said you want to duper it completely. All right, I'm coming over to zipper it completely. And we got her all set up. You can actually see the fire glowing out here. Perfect. Just before it got too dark. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna start setting up my bedding area, and we're just gonna go ahead and just show you guys what we're having for dinner tonight.
Why are you looking at me?
Okay, we're gonna make some dinner here. Just gonna do some Mountain House meals and use the jet boil. Warm up that water.
The jet boil will warm up the water with the fire.
Yes.
Never touch this, children. It is dangerous.
Yes, Ava, they know.
And never also touch the stove that can go in the tent. This tent is a very rare one. It's called a heat tent. You can sleep in it, and eat in it, and do whatever you want in it. Have fun with the outdoor Bishop.
Are you making your own YouTube channel now?
Yes, I am.
Cool.
Hear that, people? I'm making my own YouTube channel.
Go ahead and lay down. Silly girl.
Hey, I'm helping.
I'm hot. This tent did not take long to warm up. Once again, it's about, I think currently it's 22 degrees outside, supposed to get down to 13, and I'm already overheated.
see my breath. And I'm not even overheated.
Oh, I know. Are you sure you're going to survive the night?
I'm gonna survive it. It's a yummy meal. I am.
You wanted
Beef stew.
So I'm doing the chicken fried rice, and Ava is gonna do beef stew. Try them out here. Both of these are really good. I've had them before, really enjoy them. Most of the time, I think a lot of people that end up getting Mountain House meals, very few people are disappointed with it. We're not gonna do a whole lot of video tonight because unfortunately my lighting in this tent is not what I thought it would be. So we'll go ahead and just show you guys what we have here for dinner. We'll do a couple more, just showing you a little round of our setup and how we're sleeping tonight, and then we'll see you guys in the morning. But we'll go ahead and just show you those next couple of clips. All right, so we've already got our water steaming pretty good here on the jet boil. You can probably see the glow of the fire on the side of the tent there with our wood stove. So it is really toasty in here. Overall, pretty happy. Ava, are you toasty?
Yep.
Good. Okay. Once this gets to a boil, I'll show you guys how we do the Mountain House meals, and it's really, really easy. If you can read instructions, you can do it. All right, Ava's starting her meal. A little bit of beef stew.
And Daddy, today he is gonna have chicken with rice.
Yes.
It's a very simple meal.
All right, update. What did you just say? Did you say you're frozen?
Yes, I am. So we're gonna not like end the video, but we're gonna finish it tomorrow, okay?
So in 6-year-old girl speak, what that means is Ava got very cold. The fire went out just a little bit after we were getting ready to lay down for bed, and she was too cold, so we're actually going to go ahead and cancel our little camping trip out here, because the last thing I want is her to have a bad camping experience, especially when it's cold out. And we'll try again later. It gets easier, I'm sure, as she gets older. So we're going to continue the video tomorrow, and we're going to do a little bit of squirrel hunting. All right, morning everybody. Back out here at the woods. Last night was a little bit of a kind of a trial and test phase with Ava. She wanted to come out camping, and then we were going to do a little bit of squirrel hunting here in the morning. As the temperature began to drop, the wood stove, of course, went out overnight while we're trying to sleep, and she was like, nah, I'm done. So we ended up just packing up and going back and staying at a house last night. So today I'm going to go ahead and kind of try to continue the video. Just going to go into here. We're going to do a little bit of small game hunting today. We're mainly looking for squirrel. It's still February, so all that small game is still in season here in Pennsylvania. So I'm just going to go in there. I'm using a 22 today, 22 rifle, and just show you guys some of the things that I do. If we're successful, I'm going to go ahead and show how I'd use to prepare them. A lot of people are put off by squirrel. I've eaten it quite a few times, especially as a kid, and I'll tell you right now, if you prepare it right, it is not bad at all. I know this is an overly used phrase, but I actually think it tastes very similar to chicken, and I just enjoy it. And maybe it's one of the things that, because I grew up in the outdoors and doing this stuff all the time, I enjoy it. A lot of people are put off by it, but let's go ahead and we'll test this out and see how we do. All right, everybody, we're going to start walking down here in the woods a little bit. This is a piece of private property, so this is not public land. And what I'm using here today is a Model 69A Winchester 22. The rifle and scope combination on this gun is far older than I am. But we're just going to take a walk down here in the woods and see what we can see. Squirrel hunting, it's a lot different than deer hunting. For those of you who have done it, you already know this. A lot of times you just go for a walk, stay semi-quiet, and you'll hear the squirrels jumping around the leaves, going up in the trees, and we'll see what we can make happen here. And obviously with a 22, it's a little more difficult to hit them. I'm not opposed to using a shotgun, Just sometimes the BBs get throughout the skin and the actual meat that you're going to have. So it's not always very appetizing when you bite down on a pellet after you had cooked something. So we'll see what we can get here today. And it's a pretty quiet morning. It's about 23 degrees outside right now, and there's little to no wind, which is really good for squirrel hunting. What I'm doing right now is I'm just stopping and listening, because a lot of times you'll just hear them moving around because of all the leaves, and a lot of the snow and ice has melted recently, but it just got cold again and refroze. All right, I'm just going to continue to walk in here, and I will kick the video back on once we start to see something. I hit one, but I don't know where he went. I decided to walk up the mountain here a little bit. Could hear a bunch of them barking. And I just shot one, so I'm going to go over and see if I can find him. But he kind of went down the mountain a little funny. It's about a 60-yard shot. These 22s with the right ammo in it, they just perform really well. So I'm going to walk over there and see if I can find him. Alright, so no luck. I think I just grazed him. But I'm trying another spot here. Walking over. This, unfortunately, all this ground is just a sheet of ice right now. And it's ridiculous. I've probably fallen like 3 times already, so not the best time to be out in the woods small game hunting, but why not? Got nothing better to do, might as well give it a shot. So I'm going to keep pushing on here. This is how bad that ice is. I can literally use myself as a sled getting down here. Ridiculous. So something I've noticed, especially this time of year when it comes to squirrel hunting, is every animal in the woods in general is super skittish. It's just because everything's hunting each other. The weather's bad. They don't want to come out as much. But typically, I'm still able to be pretty successful with squirrels, and that has not been the case today. I shot the one, and I saw fur fly off of it in the scope. But it was about a 50, 60-yard shot up the mountain, and I really couldn't tell where he ran. It sounded like he went up a tree, so my guess is I just grazed him and I didn't actually hit him all that well. It has been years since I've been out squirrel hunting. I'm not trying to make excuses for myself, but shooting with a 22 is not always the easiest. And when I was a teenager, I used to be a pro when it came to this stuff. So I'm learning today, and it's something you guys can learn from, that your skills will perish whenever you don't keep up to the standards and keep doing it. So I'm going to go down the mountain here a little bit further, try a couple other spots, and see if we can get something else. But as you guys can see, this whole mountain, it's just covered in ice. And at one point when I was walking down, I'm like, I'm gonna trip and fall and hurt myself, bump my scope. I'm just gonna sit down and act like a slide. And you guys probably already saw that little clip. I'm gonna add it into the video, but I thought it was quite humorous as I was going down the mountain here. So let's see what else we can make happen. There's one. Sorry, you guys probably couldn't see that too well from the camera angle. Yes, I am in a tree stand. Because the theory was if I act like I'm deer hunting, they'll come out. And it actually worked. That was a pretty close shot right here on the property line. All right, I'm going to go down and get him, and we'll keep moving along. All right, let's see what we got here. I'll tell you what, man, even with their gray fur, they still blend in really good. Perfect. Not trying to make this too gory, but right there is what you want. A good headshot. That way you're not ruining all the meat on them. As you can see right there, I just hit him right in the head. And very clean and quick and ethical. That's what we want. All right. Well, at least I didn't come out here empty-handed, and I can show you guys the recipe that I do. Just putting them on a smoker, and they're pretty stinking good. Well, I'm gonna call it quits just with this guy that I have here, and I'm gonna consider that a successful day. So I will finish the rest of the video here at my house. Okay, everybody, back here at the house. Thanks for watching. This is kind of more of a learning curve video for me as well, especially with working with Ava and trying to do some late season hunting. So kind of learning here a little bit, putting myself out there and showing everybody that I don't do everything perfectly, but we're trying to get better at some things. So in the next video, I'm going to do a part 2 to this, where I go ahead and show you how I prep, clean, and get a squirrel ready for my personal recipes that I do. And I do a hodgepodge of different recipes. And then later this week also, because I've been slacking a little bit and uploading some videos, I'm going to be doing a trout fishing video. And I know everybody's like, well, Mike, it's not trout season here yet. We go to a private fishing preserve, and I'll show you guys where that's at. And so if you're living in the local Pennsylvania area, you can also enjoy it. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.